It's said that the best surprises often come in small packages. For World War II Private First Class Bill Wynne, the package weighed 3.5 pounds. She had amber eyes, silver or smoky coloring, and a Spitfire personality. Her name was Smoky, and she was found in the most unlikely of places. Imagine finding a purebred Yorkshire Terrier trapped in a foxhole in the python-infested New Guinea jungles. It was 1943, and the war was in full swing. Bill's bunkmate found her, but she was meant for the shy 20-year-old from Ohio.
I couldn't figure out what it was. It looked like a little poodle, I thought. So anyhow, she would come up and she stabbed me in the legs with her little feet, you know, and she was glad to see me. So I said, I went to there and I said, I'll give you 2 Australian pounds for her. And he says, give me 3 and you can have it. So I got her for $6.44 because he wanted to get back in a poker game.
The reconnaissance photographer and the photogenic pup became best friends immediately. There was something extraordinary about her. Maybe this shot says it all. Bill entered Smoky into a competition for Best Mascot of the South Pacific. This photograph of her free-falling is what sold the judges. The fearless and determined terrier even beat out a popular chimp for top honors. But her notoriety didn't end there. When Bill was in the hospital recovering from a condition called dung fever, nurses fell in love with his pint-sized companion, who often stopped by for visits. Next thing you know, Smoky was being carted from one bunk to the next to cheer up every injured troop. She was, in fact, the first therapy dog on record. If her credits ended there, she would have a great story. But Smoky had a lot more in store. When the enemy was close by, Bill and his comrades needed to dig up an old airstrip and run wires underneath it to create a communication system quickly. Guess who was volunteered to play a key role? The gravel-filled culvert that conveniently ran underneath the airstrip was just large enough to fit a slim 3-pounder.
And I would be calling her, she's still coming? Yeah, I'm still feeding line. So all of a sudden, after about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, I looked out and I could see these amber eyes with all dust all around her. So she was running through dust, these piles apparently. It was raising dust, and she broke right into my arms from about 10 feet. She came on the dead run at me. And so I said, she's here, and I held her up and they could say, hey, boy, that's terrific. Smokey's going to get a big steak at the mess hall.
And communications were up and running in no time. She officially became a war dog and was honored as such. Fast forward 60 years, it's Veterans Day, and the city of Cleveland is honoring one of its own. Bill Wynne never forgot the Yorkshire Terrier who changed his life, and neither did all those who heard of her amazing story. Smoky was a hot dog in the most important way. She served her country and her best friend for 13 long and loyal years.